Hey Scrappy friends, this is Mags from MagsGraphics, and today I want to show you two of my new winter kits. Chilling with My Snowmies released last Friday, January 17th, and Create Your Own Snowmies releases on January 24th. I just want to show you some fun things that you can do with these two kits. Let me hide this one first, and let's talk about Chillin' with My Snowmies. This is largely a regular art bundle, but it does have an enhanced heart packs with the two different word arts, and then of course the alpha, which is considered enhanced art. So if I go over here to the Chillin' with My Snowmies bundle, your bonus, I'll show that first, are actually these two overlays. This is only available with the bundle. We have this one and we have this one. They could be used together. You can change the blend layer on them. You can reorder. You could just use one versus the other. So they're just two little bonuses that are fun to play with, and they are free with the bundle. The main characters of the Snowmies are the actual Snowmies. So we just have some fun snowmen that are doing some different standing, watching, waving, sledding, fishing, melting that can be added to your pages. Let's delete that. You've got some really fun tags. Baby, it's cold outside. Some that you can write on. Delete that. We have some trees, both normal and snow covered. We also have a snow scatter that can be used to build, whether you use it just at the top of your page or duplicate it and have it snowing all the way around your page. We have these fun little snowflake snowmen, some greenery, some wonderful icy snowflakes in the blue and also the light gray. So we have a lot of just fun things that you can create with this bundle. Now, the create your own, well actually before I get to that, let's look at some of our word art because that is where the enhanced art comes through. For example, we have Don't Have a Meltdown, but it shows you right here, it starts with the word group, which means you can right click and ungroup it. And now you have some control over all of these bits and pieces. Maybe you wanted it to be more like this. You can move it over. Maybe you want to recolor this one. Go up to color, hue, change it. So the different pieces, this is all one piece, but you can adjust the word art here. Let's see. Take that, show another one. We've got Every Day I'm Shoveling, same idea. You can do ungroup, and then you can see you've got a shovel. You can change and move all of this around. You could copy paste this into more of a border. So the enhanced art just gives you a little bit more flexibility for adjusting this to your page. There are two different packs. Both of them have enhanced art. You have Ice Baby here. Here's a chill out with this one. If you ungroup it, maybe you don't actually need the icicles. You could pull them apart and take them away. Maybe you just want to cut off a couple of icicles here. You could use your wand tool, maybe move them to something else. This way, by having the icicles separate, you can change the color on the word without messing with the hue that's on your icicles, which is why they're separate. There's also a really fun alpha. Go up to Insert, Alpha Set, Snow. It's already set to that one. So we'll create. And now we've got a great snowy title that can be ungrouped. It can be resized. All of your letters have a little bit of snow in them with the snow piling along the bottom. So that shows you the chillin' with my Snowmies. But I'm also really excited to show you the create your own Snowmies. This is a chance where you get to have a little bit more fun and control over what you want to build. So the create your own Snowmies includes a blend of regular and enhanced art elements. Your regular elements are your Snowmy bodies and your faces and these little accessories. Your enhanced art are all of the hats, earmuffs, scarves, most of the arms, mittens, and the boots, which means they can be ungrouped and customized. So let's take a look. We'll start with the basic Snowmy, where I started was actually this third one. We've got just the traditional three circles, already textured with some snow. We also have one that's starting to fall over. We have a little short one that just has two. We also have a big fatter one that also has just two. We have one that's more of a marshmallow-y idea, a little wide marshmallow, more of a traditional marshmallow-y square, and also a leaner. You also get two little melty ones for the circle and square, and then two snowballs. Once you've selected the one that you want to work with, now you can go and pick out your face. So we've got an assortment of fun faces here. Maybe you want your Snowmy to be a sweet little girl. We have mustache. We've got the traditional smile. We've got one that's similar to Frosty and one that's similar to another character you might know. We've got, a concerned frown, maybe for this one that is melting. Not quite as happy about that one. We have the more traditional with the coal for the mouth that can be used also. That one up there. And we have a fun one with some sunglasses, even actually some regular glasses, but then we have here's one with some sunglasses. And then you can, depending on who you pick, I usually started with this one when I was designing, so if you need it to be wider or a little smaller, you can always make that adjustment. All right, so I'm going to hold on to him right now. And let's scoot this one over here. Once I've got my basic snowman and face, it's time to choose some arms, and you have some choices. You can start with the traditional stick arms. They are regular embellishments, but perhaps you want something a little bit different. Maybe like this one with the blue mittens, where his hands are up. Or you have the pink mittens going down. We have a different version with a different type of stick in there going up, and we also have a bent arm version. And of course, if you wanted, you could make some adjustments, especially with these last two sets are the same mittens. But once you have them on, perhaps you want to make some adjustments. I'm going to get rid of those two, and we're going to right click on here and do grouping ungroup. And now I have some choices. I can click on this mitten, go up to color, hue, and then maybe change it to something different. I can lower the brightness if I want it to be darker, up the saturation to make it to be more vibrant. And now I've changed the mitten. I could also do the same with this cuff. And if I needed to change the brown over here, I could change that as well. Then we can scoot down to some boots. If you just want the traditional little black boots, you have them right here. We just add them to the bottom. I'm going to select all of him and move them up a little bit. They start off a little bigger than you might need. That makes it easier to size them smaller. But if you want to customize the boots, then we're going to choose this other set that starts with the word group. Add the boots to the page. And now I can right click, group and ungroup. and I can decide what color I want each bit to be. So this part right here is separate from the back and the sole. So you have complete control over what colors you want for those bits and pieces. We have some other fun feet. We have this one here. When I do grouping, ungroup, you even have control as to what color of little stripes you want to be on his sock. Same idea, go up to hue, choose something different, and now we've changed the color on the stripes. I have another set of striped socks here, and if you happen to have chosen one of the shorter bodies, let's go back up to this one. He's short, but we have some extra long legs, so we can always add these to bring him up to the same, oops, sorry about that, undo, same size as your other one, which can be a lot of fun to play with. Then we have all of these choices for enhanced hats. We do have one that's more traditional, Christmassy, but you can change that by right-clicking, group, ungroup, and now you have the choice. You can leave these the same, but you can take, you could change the color. If you're changing anything that's already white or gray, then I recommend first changing it to sepia, and then from there, you can adjust the hue. If you try to adjust the hue when it is still white, it just really won't work quite the way that you would like. We've made that quite a traditional looking Santa hat. I'm going to undo, but now I could go back to this one, hue, change it to something else. We also have our more frosty looking hat. Same thing. You can ungroup it, change the color of the ribbon. We have a couple of little beanie hats. Also same idea. If you just change the hue and saturation, it will protect the texture that is used on here. But if you were to fill it with a solid color out of the format ribbon color, you could always add your own texture in the filters. But hue and saturation will maintain the filters that are already on there. So we have a couple of little beanie hats. We have these fun hats that you can use. And same way, they will come apart to be customized. And I have a set of earmuffs, also can be customized. And then some other cute hats. I'm going to pull this off. So get him out of our way. And we also have some scarves. So again, you can add it to your snowman, size him to the size that you would like. Keep it what it is or ungroup, and now you can change the hue and saturation to match any of the parts that you want. This one was made with, get rid of that. This one here was made with some paper from the Chillin' With My Snowmies, just to show you that you can add paper to these. And if you wanted to do it yourself, we would ungroup it. We would go back to your papers, and then you would choose one, fill selected shape. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger so that the pattern shows a little bit smaller. But now I have a different pattern on here, and then I would do the same with these other two bits. Pretty cute. Also in this, here's a couple more scarves, little hair bows. If you want some buttons, these are just traditional elements. And you know that because it just shows the title of the item. It doesn't start with the word group. Maybe I want to give him some hot cocoa up here by his hand. Maybe I want to give him a pipe. Actually, I'm going to add then, we've got a couple of snowy borders down here. I'm going to put one kind of in front of him. And another one here. I'm going to move that behind him so it's kind of like he's standing in some snow. Let's see, make that go off the page. Now, I have something very fun to show you. I recognize that some of my friends do not live anywhere where it snows. So perhaps you want to turn this more from a Snowmy into a sandy. Remember the trick with changing the hue and saturation on these parts? Go up to the color ribbon and sepia. Now we have made him into a little snowman made of sand. I'm going to do the same with my snow down here to look like bundles of sand. And the miracle of, making my video ahead of time, I'm going to hide this layer and show you some of the things behind. So now I've got in need of vitamin C from one of my other kits. Let's see here. That was ready to go. Looks like I might have deleted some bits and pieces, but that's all right. We'll go back and get them. I was using the Oceanside bundle, which is where that paper came from. I'm going to go down here and add some waves first. Add to page. I'm going to scoot this behind my sand. And now I'm going to get a dolphin. Add it back here behind the wave. Get some and add some shadows there. And obviously I'll still need to go back and add shadows to the rest of this. And let's add a little seagull up here. I think when I selected it before, I didn't realize it was active and it deleted it when I selected a bunch. But now you've turned your snowman into a sandy from a Snowmy, and you can use it on your summer layouts. So just some fun stuff that you can do with these new packs. I'm really looking forward to your creativity. I know you're going to create some really fun Snowmies and sandies, and I cannot wait to see them. Thanks for watching.